Hey guys, Richard the Aficionado channel and Reefs.com, and we're here in Worldwide Corals Superstore, and this is the grand opening of it, hour before it opens. Where I'm with one of the owners, Lou Shivo. How are you, man?
Good, Richard. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me. I couldn't miss this. It's very nostalgic feeling for me right now. I met you guys when you guys first opened up your store. I mean, it wasn't as fancy as this. Nowhere near this. You had all the stands and 2x4s.
Yeah, very industrial looking.
Right. I mean, like from there to coming here. I mean, like, how do you feel right now?
It's hard to believe, that the day's here. I mean, it's been a lot of hard work, a lot of hours, a lot of planning, a lot of brain power, a lot of energy. To be here today, it feels like, it's just the beginning of a new journey, So it's just feel like enlightened, just to be here and have everybody around us and stuff like that, all our friends and family and customers. Some customers I've seen already that are in the line have been to our first grand opening in 2007. Now they're here 2019.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool to see, the support and the love,
One thing I really noticed that you guys are trying different is that you guys are incorporating a lot of different stuff from different industry. What is going on here? Like, you guys have a whole, a different lineup of D&D, like EcoTech Marine, NIOS, AI, Bulk Reef, right? Well, what's going on here?
Basically, we partnered up with these major manufacturers and gave them shelf space in our store. So they're dedicated just to their companies. So the idea behind that is to have just an area where people can come and look at the products, read the labels, talk about them, look at the videos they're playing on TV, kind of educate about the products. Not just to be a place where you just kind of pick it up and just look at it and and read the label and then leave, So we want to also bring the educational aspect of the product on that wall there. So we're going to focus on those brands as far as like spreading the knowledge about them and also promoting it, because a lot of those products are the products that we pretty much use, in our stores, in our farm.
What are your plans with this store?
Okay, well, this store is going to continue to be our hub for our farming activities. Next door we have our farm. Yeah. So we have our Winter Park store as well. So between the Winter Park and our online store and our retail in this store, we plan on using this as a hub to feed our other avenues.
Right.
Online store, eBay store, our Winter Park store, as well as the retail here.
Gotcha. Wow. And how big is your farm?
The farm is just over 6,000 square feet.
6,000?
Yeah. No, all together we have about 11,000 square feet under this roof.
Wow. Congratulations once again, man.
I really appreciate it.
And I'm super stoked to be here. I'm happy. Well, I couldn't really miss this because, I really wanted to come up and congratulate you and Vic as well on your monumental success.
Thank you so much.
This is such a big moment for you guys, and I didn't want to miss it.
No, thank you. And we can do it out of the support of you guys, friends in the industry, Aficionado channel, and everyone's come out today, EcoTech, Reef dudes, Brightwell Aquatics, Planet Aquariums, water boxes out here today. Yeah. So it goes, we'd like to reciprocate the love, when we feel it, we really appreciate it, and we love the support, and we're going to keep on trucking, as long as we can.
All right, guys, Richard here once again. I'm here with my good friend Jay of EcoTech. And Jay, how are you?
I'm great, Richard.
It's always good to see you.
You as well.
And tell me, what's this wall behind us here?
Okay, so we're in Worldwide Coral's amazing new store right across from SeaWorld.
Right.
And so they asked us if we wanted to be involved and have a dedicated area, and we said, yeah, absolutely. We'd love to, educate people on our products and just be part of this amazing thing, which they've done here. So part of our display has 2 tanks, which will use the relative equipment, and then we have these screens here, which right now are just showing basic information about products, but as we go on, hopefully there'll be a lot more useful information up there that's actually how to achieve success in a reef tank using the equipment that we manufacture, and kind of share our vision of how to have a fully integrated reef system.
Gotcha. And Jay, you have also known like Lou and Vic for quite a amount of years now.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that something like this was going to happen?
Well, I remember coming down, and the first time I met them was, I believe it was MACNA Orlando, which was probably, about 10 years ago now?
Yeah.
And they had just opened their store down on the south side, and I remember going in there, and I was even then kind of blown away by seeing something different. Like, it was all blacklit. There was just all this beautiful coral, like fluorescing, and there was some music playing, and met Vic and Lou, and they were just so enthusiastic about the hobby, about the business, and I can't say I would have imagined it, but I can certainly say I'm not surprised.
And then every year I see them expanding. It's just, and now it's coming to this. I mean, it's just amazing feeling to see how much they have grown and how much they're positively impacting the hobby.
Yeah, and I think we would all wish them the absolute best success with this new location, but I don't think they need, I mean, I think if anyone's going to achieve just that, it's going to be these guys. Because, I mean, the amount of exposure that they've brought worldwide, just like the name, to growing coral and just what can be achieved is just absolutely amazing.
Hey guys, I'm with Cade with AI. Cade, how are you?
Pretty good, Richard. Yourself?
Good. So, what's going on behind here?
So we got our awesome display at the new Worldwide Coral Superstore. Really cool to be partnering with them and work with them. I mean, this display just turned out gorgeous. This store is awesome. Totally recommend getting down here and checking it out if you haven't. I mean, really cool stuff.
What is this display tank over here?
Yeah, so we got a cool display set up here in our product booth. Basically with it, all the customer service people, they could come over, help you. They'll demonstrate the product, show you how to use it. We also have a cool video that's giving you information on our products. And then as it goes on, we're gonna get more information on it, showing even more things. So really cool setup that they got here. I haven't seen it at any other store, but really cool thing they're doing.
Man, I think this is actually pretty awesome because instead of just looking at it on video or looking at it online just to see like how things may work, you could actually try out before you get it.
Exactly. You see it right in front of you. You see it working. You see the results.
Well, thanks for Cade.
Not a problem. Always a pleasure, Richard.
Yep. Hey guys, Richard Official Nautil Channel and Reefs.com, and we're here in the Worldwide Corals grand opening. And I'm here with my good friend Peter of Reef News Network. Peter, how are you?
I'm very well. Thank you for having me, Richard. I really appreciate being here, and what an amazing event and day this is for sure.
Right. So what is your opinion so far? We've been here for about a few hours now.
We have?
Tell me about this event.
You know, so it's a grand opening of a local fish store, if you will. But it's the Worldwide Corals Mega Store, and in my opinion, this is an absolute game changer for the industry. The store, you know, if you don't know the store used to be a CVS. So if you've ever been to a CVS, imagine gutting everything out of that store and then filling it with nothing but fish and corals and products to help you sustain that. And that's what you have here today. It is a new standard in what a store, a saltwater only store can be.
Right, I mean, it's 11,000 square feet. It's humongous. And you know what's funny, because my wife, who's not in the hobby, was driving by to drop something off for me. It's like, what is this line?
I mean, the line was down the side, so it's in a plaza, you know, there's a grocery store and some food things, so the line went out the door and down all the way, you know, down the sidewalk past. There had to be a couple hundred people. Like you, if you were in the hobby and drove by, you would have thought there was a trade show here today.
Right. I mean, that's exactly how I felt. This felt like a trade show more than anything, because I mean, we had so many, you know, reefing celebrities here. You know, we had Jake Adams here, and we had like all the you know, manufacturers here. Like EcoTech was here, Planet Aquarium was here, Brightwell was here. You know, like they showed here and they showed their presence. And Waterbox was here. I mean, it was just great.
It was, and you know, and they were here to provide knowledge too. They weren't here trying to sell anything. They were here to support, you know, the store, Lou, Vic, the whole team here really stepped up the game. The vendors came out, and when you come into the store for the first time, as you'll see it once you get into Richard's videos, is, you know, there's a manufacturer's wall. There's like merchandised end caps, but set up for education. Like, you don't walk in there and feel like products are being pushed down your throat. You walk in there and feel like you can learn something about a product and then understand why you may want a Radion over an AI Prime, or why you would want a Nio skimmer or whatever. So they've taken this interesting kind of philosophy of choosing partnerships with core quality companies, stuff that they believe and use. Like, you can go around, and if you ever get behind the scenes, you will see the entire farm is run from Radions. So they've partnered with these companies, and then they built an education component around it that helps you, the consumer, make educated choices and also learn how to use your equipment properly to take you from that struggling beginner to the intermediate level and not get frustrated, which so many of us do, and end up leaving the hobby. So I think it's really the next level of a store. It's so much more than a store.
I definitely
It's a
agree.
destination.
Right. It's like becoming like a mecca of reefing stores. Like if you come to Orlando, it's like a place to visit.
It is.
You have to pay a homage.
If you're a hobbyist, like
Right.
when you come to Orlando, sure, you have Disney, Universal.
Yeah.
But
if you're a
worldwide,
hobbyist,
it is
you
on
gotta
your
come.
list. That's, you know.
Absolutely. And you know, and it was funny because you're mentioning education and everything. One thing that really stood out to me at the show was they had this rock stations.
Yes.
Marco rocks and Real Reef like your head.
Yeah.
You know, like they had like, you know, where you could aquascape everything to go, and then you could weigh it and see how everything looks and feels. And you know, I thought that was pretty awesome.
You know, they've done so many innovative things here, like the water containers. So they have three brands of mixed salt water that you can go in the giant cylinders with the logos like they're giant cans of this water, and you can say, all right, I use 2 Little Fishies water, you know, I need 5 gallons of it. Turn the tap, they fill it up, send you on your way, per gallon price. It's just next level thinking. It's stuff that is, you know, it's designed to be fun, but it's next level stuff. Like when you see it, you're like, why isn't everybody doing it? But then you quickly realize, like, this is the evolution of what a true high, and not even high end, like a true cornerstone store should be. One thing I will absolutely say for Lou and Vic too is that they're successful businessmen, but they don't forget where they came from, and they don't neglect their staff, and they don't neglect their family. They work hard.
They're extremely good to their staff.
Absolutely.
That's like one thing I really realized. And then, like I said, I mean, they employ what 30-something employees over here. I mean, they're supporting and impacting families over here for our industry, and that, you know, that's, my hat is off to them on that.
And they get the cream of the crop too. Like that's one other thing I said you really, you know, should help people learn is how to hire good employees, because their staff here is bar none. I mean, the resumes and the amount of combined time of, you know, reef keeping that is in this store, it's unbelievable, you know?
Like, I mean, like you said, I mean, you know, like Chris Tournier, he's been in every facet of the industry, as importing, exporting, you know, like he's been collecting, you know, like it's amazing amount of work that he does for the industry. And like we have guys like Frank, who's been in there for over a decade with rocks, corals, and now he works here as you know, sales manager. And it's Josh, you know, like, and it's just people. That's
You just go on and on. I mean, you just run through the list, and it, you know, and even new people they bring in, you know, they train them, they educate them, they you know, keep with them, and you know, it's just you know, and again, I've become friends with them. I'm not paid by them in any capacity. Like honestly, you know, for the last year, you know, if you listen to my podcast at all, you've heard me talk about the Coral Club. Sure, it's a mail order thing. That's nothing new or exciting. But the first order I ever got from them came in the box, opened up this envelope, and there was a card. And then I opened up the card, and 7 people, everybody that had something to do with picking those 6 corals, hand wrote a little note. Hope you enjoy. Oh yeah, you know, I heard you like this and so. I hand picked this for you. You know, enjoy it. But
very nice personal touch.
It sounds foolish, but it was such a small thing that made such a big impact. And I'm a small business owner too, so it was just such a small thing that was such an attention to detail or such a personal touch that I was like, I've never felt that in this industry ever. That, you know, it's just thinking of those little things. So I've always been impressed with these guys. This isn't lip service for them. I'm not paid to sit here. You know, I'm telling you how I honestly feel and believe as a small business owner, as a hobbyist, as a media provider in this industry. Worldwide Corals is bar none top shelf for what they do.
I definitely agree. Well, Peter, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me, Richard. I love
always such a pleasure to be with you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity to be on, and thank you for everybody out there watching and listening.
All right, guys, and I'll show you guys everything that has to do with Worldwide Corals over here. And thanks for watching, guys.
Take care.
Dang, I'm short. All right. Okay. Man, you're tall. I'm short. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. He's trying to adjust to my height. I guess so. No. People are definitely gonna notice. Like,
I'm Richard. I'm Peter. Welcome to Reef Talk. Today on the show.
Hey guys, I'm with Cade of okay.